Hey, welcome to Hexes and Vexes, where we're here doing the D&D thing. I'm scared. Can you tell?
Why?
Hey, welcome to 2025. I just want to point out that the last time that we actually all played together was November.
Oh, yeah, it
Because
was.
in December we had the prequel to this campaign. So it's been a couple of months, guys. I've missed you all. How are we feeling?
Reciprocally missing of you all, obviously.
I love that.
Less bad about not remembering what happened last session because it was really so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
That was the nicest thing Prometheans ever said to us.
Wow.
I'm
I
joking.
feel
Sure,
like
he said nicer.
You're
like
so
that's
easy to pick
untrue.
on. It's just so simple.
I am truly so fragile.
Hey, I want to say a couple of really quick things. First of all, chat. Everyone jumping in during the starting soon stuff, which went for truly so long. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm really excited that you're all here. I'm really excited that some of you I actually got to see in the flesh over the holiday period, which was great. But hey, welcome and thanks for supporting the channel. Appreciate you being here. Number two, you will notice that we are down a person tonight. We have lost a player. Essentially, Ben has just decided that for now, and for the foreseeable future forever, that he'll be stepping back from the campaign. So thank you, Ben, for all of your contributions, and until next time. But hey, I still have four incredibly wonderful humans here hanging out, playing some D&D with me, and I'm very, very thankful. So that's real nice. Number three, I really want to thank everyone that tuned into the prequel, Last Hour of Dusk. It got a lot more hype than I really expected it to get. To the point where all of the people that played in it have asked me to run a prequel-based campaign, which may happen if this campaign ever ends. Which was just like genuinely one of the most flattering things ever. It was very nice, and I appreciate all of you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can head on over to the Hexes and Vexes YouTube and find out, because it was truly a fucking delight, and it was a lot of fun. The next thing that I have to shout out real quick is merch. We have some new merch.
We do.
Promethean,
Yeah.
while I find the link, would you like to talk to me about talk to the people about the new merch?
Hey, hi. I'm Promethean, co-Thirstmaster on Thirsty Thursdays here at Hexes and Vexes. If you click and follow the link that Emily's about to provide in chat, you will find some new Thirsty Thursday flavored merch available, and it's nightmare material. But you get to choose what tier of nightmare it goes into.
Yeah, you can show
I
your
guess.
belly or you cannot. So
I
there's,
just had
It
to-
was truly so sexy watching those photos be taken for the
there's
merch.
the crop top version and the not crop top version.
Can we do a Thirsty Thursday specifically just for that set of photos?
Oh my god, but we're not allowed to be a part of it.
Yeah, have it just be like everyone else who's been
Salt,
on the
you
channel.
can host it. You can be the Thirstmaster
Yeah.
for that one.
I'll be the third sponsor.
That's
Good god.
Salt, Ash, MBCDM, Moth, who else?
Yes! It would
Wow.
be so cursed.
Oh god, I hate it. I can produce it, it'll be fine. We did joke about doing photos of ourselves at some point, so this is like the nightmare version of that. Yeah, okay, the link's in the chat. I will also point out that this is the first time ever that I've ordered any merch that I've produced.
I ordered it the moment
Did you?
I had the funds to acquire one.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
totally did.
Well, I ordered the crop top version. I assume you didn't.
I did
so we
not.
can compare. It'll be great. I also ordered a mug because I need one.
Should I also order the crop top version, and that can be our outfit to wear to Sabrina Carpenter?
PAX 2025. We're all wearing Thirsty
Oh my
Thursday
God.
shirts.
Fucking hell! Oh no.
Crops, only the crops.
Hey, speaking of photos, we got a bunch of really cool photos done. Like, really cool. If you haven't already seen them, then you should go to the fucking Instagram immediately. But I really need to thank Patrick, whose Instagram handle is @thegulpingdark, who did all of those photos and was just truly such a delight. And was also, like, so willing for us to just try a bunch of cooked shit and just did not question it at all. Like, I'm pouring water over Promethean in the lounge room on the wooden floor and no questions asked. It just happened and he was like, yep, okay, do it again. So, like, it was really great. If you have the means, go and check out Patrick. He's fucking wonderful. Hey, that's enough of me talking, because fuck that guy. Let's hear cook shit. You guys never? Yeah, absolutely.
Never.
I've never done a bad thing in my life. Hey, let's talk to our wonderful players. Hey, Deetwenty, who are you? Where can we find you? What are you doing? Who are you
I like
playing?
how
Refresh
you-
the people. It's 2025.
Marcus, the party bard. The one that likes to basically bring the party together to divide them rapidly and to list Verlender's nefarious and not so nefarious acts, Scarlet's goals, and map
Just
the
gonna
smart
duck under
book
my
that is
desk for 30
Salt
seconds. I'm truly
and
so
Delphine.
sorry.
as our DM disappears off under the table because the recap's going so well. But yes, Marcus the Bard, Collect of Spirits, and welcomer to 2025.
What's your proudest Marcus moment
Hey,
so far?
next up.
Oh no, here we go. She's back.
Okay, and she's returned.
Hey, next up. Salt, who are you? Where can we find you?
So you can find me over on, I fucking can't remember the name of it.
A Tale of Two Queens.
Tale of Two Queens. Over on Valora.
Wow! Get wrecked, Promethean. Holy shit.
It's been a
been
long
so
holiday
long.
era.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can find me over there, playing some Chaos Gremlins, and then you can also find me here continuing to be a Chaos Gremlin because I genuinely don't know how to play anything other than chaotic and just wild. But I play Delphine, that is my name. Yep, I play Delphine. Druid Paladin, guys, I'm having a real day for memory issues. And if I had to describe Delphine by picking two other pop culture characters that probably represent her, I would say Delphine is a love child of Poison Ivy and Sailor Jupiter.
Sailor Jupiter.
Great combo.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So
okay.
underrated. Okay, love. Okay, thanks. Hey, that's made me so much more excited about Delphine. No, I'm joking. Hey, Tammy, who are you? Where can we find you? You know, who are you playing? What are you up to?
I'm Talera79. I am playing Scarlet Bell, who currently has no idea who her family is, no idea what race she is, no idea what's really going on with her at all, except that apparently she has goals that Marcus has written down in his book.
Excellent.
She's kind of in limbo, but you know what? She has a plan for coming out the other side of this. Maybe, if she survives tonight. We'll see.
Fuck around and find out, I say. Hey, Promethean.
Hey.
Could you do me a favor? Could you and your 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 aliases. Tell me who
Hang
they
on,
are.
I got one here too.
Who they are, what you're up to, where we can find you, who you're playing.
Hey, hi, I'm Promethean. There's a zero in it, and you can find little versions of me hidden around assorted people's houses at any given time. um, oh God. Elsewhere, you will find me with Meeples and Dragons playing Delgrim for the Radiant Shadows campaign. Once we're back from our own little break time, you'll find me running my own little baby D&D campaign on the Lawrites.
Do we have a date for that?
No. Yes, but no.
Yeah.
Don't. We're not doing this already. So that will happen probably early Feb, I think, is when we shall return, or thereabouts.
Slay.
You'll also, as previously mentioned, find some other really cool shits happening on the Lawrites at any given time, which I love. And you'll find me here doing this, where I'm playing Verlender, Damada's sluttiest rogue.
Where else could we find you?
As
Also dragons.
Like every
I absolutely already
every
said that.
No, like every Sunday for about 7 hours.
Oh yeah, every-ish Sunday, for at least I want to say 4 to 6 more episodes. You'll find both myself and Emily over on Winter's Tales, just trying to survive with our little mortal characters, living their best romantic life in
Just
Castleton.
gesturing to Percy, who's sitting on the cuck chair at the moment.
Percy is such a good boy.
No, he's not. He's a terrible, terrible guy.
Yeah, on the end of his probable redemption arc, he will be such a good boy. He will end up being the best of us.
Anyway, tell us more about Verlender, who's not.
Hey, Verlender is really good at stabbing stuff. In many ways.
Is that it?
Pretty much. Look, he has some mummy issues. He also has some daddy issues. And he's
got
found
issues.
himself.
I wonder if he's got some sibling issues. I guess we'll find out.
got some issues. And he's found himself with this motley little crew and has decided to tag along and has even promised to help some of them do some stuff. Probably
Really unfortunate for them.
a decision that he will come to regret.
Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Hey, last and certainly
he
least, my name's Emily. I am the person that attempts to wrangle all these people once a month. And I am a Thirstmaster here because I'm truly so parched all the time. And when I'm not, I am over on the Lawrites playing Malia Redwood, which is a ton of fucking fun, despite my terrible accent. And then I'm over on Meeples and Dragons playing a fucking sweet ass little drow girl named Bee. And then I'm over on Castleton, playing Hexia Mabel Grace. But hey,
I have a thing.
tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. You got it. You got it. Go for
But
it.
tomorrow, you won't see me doing any of those things because I'm going to be over on Ellen K. Graham's fucking Twitch channel, playing in their fundraiser, for their show Fuckboy George, which, like, I'm gonna miss out on in my visit to Adelaide by, like, literally days. Like,
Oh, no.
just by days. It looks incredible. Ellen K. Graham, if you are not aware of who they are, A, you've been living under a rock. B, hurry up and find out. C, they are the sweetest fucking human being in the entire universe. And just so fucking creative. So please jump on over. 12-hour stream starting tomorrow on Ellie Bean the Dice Queen Twitch channel. It's going to be a fuck ton of fun. You'll see myself there. You'll see Promethean there. Tammy, are you going to be over there as well? Or it's Ham that's over there?
Ham. Yeah.
Ham, your definite worst half, will be over there. NVCDM's going to be there. There's going to be a ton of different people over there. So please go and check it out. Anyway, hey, we've wasted 23... Well, not wasted, but we've chatted shit for like 23 minutes. Do we think we would like to play some D&D?
I would like to play some D&D, please. Yes.
Okay, well, the good news is we can do that after we recap. Hey, Deetwenty, recap the session. in 30 seconds or less. Timer starts now.
The party turned back up at the castle to deliver the final goods that we were positioned by Reyella, the handmaiden, to the queen. There was a slight unfortunate incident with Delphine, who forgot that magic is banned in the city, turned into a beautiful thing, which involved an accidental murdering, a particular illusion of fire, and our wonderful Scarlet turning into a magnificent looking individual in a brand new outfit.
And
we've never
time's
seen
up.
before.
Thank you so much for your recap.
Yikes.
Hey, I'm going to do the recap. That was beautiful, by the way, Dee, and it was all accurate. So thank you. Hey, strap in, motherfuckers. This is the longest recap I've ever done because last episode was truly so fucking action-packed. If you missed it, it's over on YouTube if you have 4 hours to spare in your day.
It was thick.
Hey, still on your journey from Maluhia back to Agora. I have to read this. This is the first recap I've read. To finally claim your reward for tracking down samples of both the Thornberry and the Thornberry wine, finally, Delphine wasn't feeling great and needed to rest for a bit. However, got visited by a super cool spirit that you have been visited by in the past. However, every time they're a little bit different. Delphine, you were told you were on the right path. However, and spoiler alert if the rest of the players haven't watched the VOD yet, you were told that the fate of the people you were traveling with appeared murky or corrupted. You were gifted an item from these spirits, which I won't repeat what it was, but you were told if you ever needed to get in contact with the spirits or required guidance, that you could call on them via that item. Verlender and Tybella awoke in the night, shaken by their respective dreams. Tybella stormed out of the sleeping quarters, and in doing so, without realizing, had dropped her elven form and was a drow, which most of you hadn't seen, aside from Marcus, who was aware that it was a thing. Marcus was able to detect that the magic that Tybella was using to create that disguise was an old, dead, ancient type of magic. He was unable to identify specifically, but knew that that was its origin. Scarlet decided to approach Tybella, and it went relatively well. The two discussed Tybella's background very briefly, or at least what she would share. Scarlet asked Tybella whether she could trust Verlender to fulfill a deal if he was asked to, which Tybella reminded her that she should never trust anyone, and that everyone has a price. Scarlet also asked Tybella to get a read on Reyella Nightlock, the handmaiden to the queen, in exchange for coin. However, Tybella agreed, but not for coin, instead seeking a favour whenever she needed it, which Scarlet agreed to. Verlender took Tybella's absence as an opportunity to go through all of her shit and upturn it. Found a bunch of cool stuff, and when I say a bunch, not much. You found an emerald green notebook with thoughts and notes within, notably the name Amaryllis, and a group known as the Veil Keepers. You also found a symbol that was identical to one of the ones that Marcus has been carrying around for ages, but was unable to identify. Then we had Argus approach Scarlet, her birth dad, apologizing for the way he reacted to her arrival and presence. And the way that he unloaded essentially all of the information about your family and how they, were terrible people and that your mum's dead. You, Scarlet, called him the fuck out, rightfully so, and he did not argue. He did mention, however, that he would like to keep in contact and had business in Agora if you needed safe passage with the group following whatever your task was. Verlender decided to approach Argus after everyone had left the ship, encouraging him to hand over the love letters between himself and Scarlet's birth mother, to maybe soften the blow of everything that had happened, which Argus declined. Verlender was a little salty about it on Scarlet's behalf, I would like to hazard a guess at. As you finally got the fuck off the boat and made your way towards the castle, You decided to change into some clothes, look a little fancy. Delphine decided to use magic for that, which she didn't realize was super, super illegal and was not great until someone yelled witch at her and took off throughout the crowded streets. Chaos absolutely erupted really, really quickly. Verlender took off after the witness. Marcus conjured the illusion of a fire and smoky explosion to shield Delphine, but also distract the guards that were incoming. Scarlet aided with Marcus's attempt to hide Delphine, pulling her into a nearby store. Guards lost interest, went after the fire. Verlender decided to stab a guy in the streets and then make him look like he was sleeping. Truly, so much happened last session. How did we fit this all in? Verlender, under the alias of Farius, you shared that your parent with Reyella Nightlock once you finally fucking arrived there and exchanged some thornberries. You basically told everyone that your parents were in Ascendus and that they should take it real seriously, but you hid the fact that they were your parents. Scarlet, you attempted to look for any books or documents that showed your house crest within the study, and then also asked the question, if it came down to it, would your family support or fight mine, to Reyella Nightlock, who basically said her priority was Agora and nothing else was her business. Delphine, you found a real cool smutty-ass book called My Method and Me in the bookshelf, which was a 2 out of 10 from memory in terms of hotness.
It was not hot.
It was not hot, unless the party attempted to uncover whether Reyella was wearing any of the obsidian rings similar to the ones that you've uncovered thus far. You did discover that she was wearing one, diamond-shaped, the exact same shape as Marcus, your friend Briley, and Verlender, your friend Narcelia. Marcus was curious to see whether Reyella knew anything else and conjured the symbols via a minor illusion to see if she understood them. You did all end up understanding the symbols and that they represented there is terror in twos. Reyella shared, after asked about the Mahogany book, that she did not have it in her possession, but she knew that it contained information about the downfall, a new conception of Damata as a whole. She knew that one of the gods in Damata's past was named Amaryllis, which you remembered, Verlender, reading in Tybella's book.
Mm-hmm.
Reyella admitted that she'd read excerpts of the book, but never read it in its entirety. The last time the book was seen was in Kaivala. She then offered to write you all permits to pass through its borders without trouble, if that was going to be your next destination. Then offered you a bed for the night. You handed over 1 thornberry, so you still have a few more. And you handed over a bottle of the thornberry wine. After Reyella left, Tybella once again confronted Verlender holding a knife to his throat, which is just a common occurrence now. She challenged him to ask his questions and stop throwing just like passive-aggressive glances her way, particularly in the presence of others, especially within the castle. Marcus offered Tybella and Verlender to calm the fuck down and take a seat, which both of them declined. They discussed their dreams. Verlender assumed that she was having the same dream, but discovered she was not, and was in fact having dreams about a memory of her past. Tybella once again hinted at Verlender's past. Scarlet revealed that she overheard some shit on the ship, but I don't believe Scarlet has told Verlender exactly what she's overheard just yet. Tybella reminded Verlender that they had literally just agreed to exchange information that would benefit each other, and then also shared that part of the dream involved a shadowy twine that connected herself and Verlender and Marcus. Also revealing more about the rings, and that she knew a little bit about them but had never owned one herself. The one she was carrying that contains no stone was that of her friends and a group named the Veil Keepers. Tybella was super fucking frazzled about it and ended up, after the conversation, storming off to the bathroom and locking herself within. She also, however, shared that her connection to Verlender's family came from his mother murdering her entire family, except for Tybella's father, who remains alive and imprisoned by her. The only reason she had been spared was the lesson that Verlender's mother was powerful enough that she could take whatever she wanted without concern or consequence or anyone to stop her. Later that evening, following a lovely, super pleasant dinner with Reyella Nightlock, you all started getting ready for bed, taking off your equipment apparently, which I've just learnt. Thank you so much, everyone. Make sure your armor is removed.
Oh no!
And Marcus felt an instinctual pull back towards the study where you first met Reyella. You took Delphine and Scarlet along with you for the journey, leaving Sol, Tybella, and Verlender, and Jonan,
Jonan
and
was there
Grommy
too.
within the room. As you approached, sitting open on the study's desk, you saw a mahogany book with a silver inlay, sitting partially read. Before you could approach, however, the sound of a loud bell tolled throughout the castle, followed by frantic footsteps and a declaration that the queen was dead. That's everything that you missed on Glee. A lot fucking happened. I'm going to take one moment to hydrate.
Yeah, great idea.
And if we could all stretch as a
No.
quick well, Clem approves redeemed this before we went live, and for that reason we need to respect them. Great. Cool. We're going to wind it back a little bit. And Marcus, as you, alongside Delphine and Scarlet, have begun to wind your way back through the corridors of the castle towards the study, where you're feeling this gut feeling that you need to be, there are moments where you have to pause because you think you hear footsteps or something, and you see, like, a bird fly past a window. Or just something that means nothing. I have a question for you. Would you have told Verlender and Sol where you were going?
I mentioned it to Verlender, but he seemed distracted for reasons. So,
Nah, he heard.
And
He was distracted because Tybella's still in the bath.
fucking hell. And forgive me if I'm making an inaccurate assumption. Would you be doing this trip to the study stealthily?
So Marcus would try to convince the wonderful Delphine, who seems to be remarkably orientated in a different way, to do this quietly and discreetly. Delphine, there is something I believe that we've missed here, and we just need to not cause any further attention. So if you can blend in a bit, elves are very good at that. I've seen masterful displays by Verlender, and you're of similar type of build and grace. You can do it yourself, and Scarlet, well, she moves like a ballerina when she wants to. I'm not looking at Scarlet at any point in time as I'm making up this somewhat abbreviated conversation.
I will take that as a yes. You are all attempting to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Great. Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, first roll of the season. What should be in that one?
First roll of chapter 2, and also
First roll of chapter 2.
and also of 2025.
Oh my god! Do you want to know what my first roll of 2025 is?
Was it a nat 1 or a nat 20?
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Chat,
Without even
roll
using
d20s as well. You can do it with the command roll roll d20.
Oh, there you go. Because I actually apparently also have guidance, all up that's a 25.
Holy shit. Okay, excellent. 25. Hey, Marcus, what was your roll? A 12. Wow, you have a whole screen for it now. I hate that. I hate it so
You should
much.
have given guidance to yourself, dude.
Wow. Okay. Hey, Delphine, how you doing?
Hey.
What did you roll?
Well, we're really lucky that I wasn't wearing my armor because I got 10.
Okay. Excellent. As you all stealth along with a cat's-like grace, you feel pretty hidden. And like no one has seen you.
Well, Scarlet does.
Yeah.
You all do. You all feel that way.
Yeah, that's the conversation we're
Look,
having
this is
with
super
Also-
stealthy for
Scarlet.
Delphine.
Hi, Declan, and how fucking dare you call me out on your stream today? I love you.
DM, as we're going down this corridor, and you're saying all these kind of strange shapes there, Marcus is going to reach out and see if he can sense the place. Could you roll a d8 for me, please, DM? Or someone can do it in chat. As Marcus tries to channel some of the spirits of this place.
Hey, I am gonna roll it because I want to.
Please.
That's a 3.
Oh. Oh. Okay, thank you.
Do you care to extrapolate on that?
Out of game, Marcus is College of the Spirits, and when Marcus uses a bonus action in this place, he's able to channel a story from the spirits around him and the buildings and the energy there. And a 3 gives me Tale of Beloved Friends, which allows me and a number of other creatures within it to be able to gain some extra hit points if we want to, or channel that ability to other people should it be required. It's a story Marcus is holding in his head, which he may share with some of the party members,
Okay,
or
great.
gift to the party members
At
to
some
pass
point in
that story
time.
on.
Yeah, excellent.
That was probably the best thing that you could have gotten.
I guess we'll fuck around and find out, won't we?
You are honored guests in this castle. What are you talking about? It's not
Yeah,
even gonna
you
be
are
needed.
absolutely honored guests in this castle. You did a favor to the handmaiden of the queen. Like, they fucking love you. It's great. Hey, as you walk back into this study, you see all of your empty glasses still sitting there on the, like, a little coffee table situation full of whiskey before that you all enjoyed together with
Man,
Reyella.
servants aren't very good at cleaning up around here.
You have a look at that desk or dresser. It's kind of both, really. And you see that mahogany bound book.
Immediately, DM,
Yeah.
how far are we away from the our chambers? A floor away, a couple of doors away.
You'd be a floor away.
Okay. Marcus, as he steps into room, looks at both the ladies. Can we just shut the door and just bar it for a moment? I need to get that book. It has
So-
great importance to Verlender.
You would have time to shut the door and begin barring it. You know what this is, Marcus, and its importance. And as that weight hits you is when you hear this bell toll out throughout the castle. The walls almost shake. And you, Marcus, and Scarlet, you specifically, as people that come from notable backgrounds, you know what this bell is almost instantly. You don't know specifically what it's being rung for until it's said, but you know that it's an emergency signal. And as you're beginning to all bar the door together, or Scarlet and Delphine, if you are complying with Marcus's request, are both of you doing so?
Yeah, I don't have anything against that.
Yeah. You hear the footsteps.
Delphine's just along for the ride.
Yeah. You hear footsteps begin to echo throughout the corridors of the castle. Scarlet and Delphine, what would you both be thinking in this moment?
Not a whole lot.
After the bell rings or before the bell rings?
Like during the time that you are attempting to bar this room, you have seen that Marcus has taken interest in this book and its importance, and the bell is ringing out. So this is all happening simultaneously. What is Scarlet thinking and what is Delphine thinking?
Scarlet is realizing I don't have my weapons with me, looking around to see if there's any makeshift weapons she can grab.
Okay.
Because either they're going to be accused of it or they are possibly going to come in contact with the person who did it.
Okay. Good to know. Delphine, is there anything?
Not a whole lot.
Not
Truly,
a whole lot?
she's just
Yeah, I'm
she's
here.
just looking around for what happens next. Really, she just waiting to see what the others do because
Okay.
she doesn't. Oh, a bell. Okay.
As you are beginning to like find something, specifically you, Delphine, now, because Scarlet like appears to begin looking around for, you're not quite sure what, but like you're trying to pull like a desk in front of this door, and we'll get to how that goes shortly, because we're gonna go back to the other room, where Verlender, you're winding down for the evening. Nothing at this point has happened. No bell, no nothing. As far as you're concerned, everyone's just buggered off to go looking for this thing. They don't know what they're looking for. Really. Just some sort of hooly-dooly fucking magic that doesn't make sense to them. What do you think you would be doing in preparation for the evening? Noting that as you're doing so, Sol is there, flipping through just like a random book. After a moment or so, he kind of like lets out almost a bored sigh. And you watch as he like looks over at the door. He stands, and then he's like, I've made it super clear that I don't want to stay here. This is incredibly uncomfortable. We should have left. We've done our job. I don't really need the gold. I'm gonna go find Vigmund and grab some of those pastries for whatever the fuck the next journey is that we take. Are you gonna be good?
Oh, absolutely.
And he just fucks off.
Excellent. Meaning that he misses the opportunity to roll an insight check to establish that Verlender is absolutely calculating the
And
new
in love with
split.
him. No.
Yeah. Nice throwback. Well done. No, Valenda's just, absolutely fine with that, and is just recalculating his split of the payment then that they'll be receiving.
Great. Moments later, Grommy leaves. He says he's gonna go find snacks. Jonan looks as though he's already asleep. He's like curled up in a bed, because you all have your own double bed. Shut the fuck up, Salt and Terry. He's there, okay? He already looks like he's asleep. And moments later, Tybella emerges from the bathroom. She's dressed incredibly simply, like more simple than you've ever seen her before. Despite being in the castle, her elven form is dropped and she's in her drow form. You can tell just by looking at her that like she's literally just like gotten out of the bath, thrown some clothes on, and like towel dried her hair. She like surveys the room, notices that you're there, Jonan's there, no one else is there. And for a moment, her eyes like narrow at the scenario, almost like calculating where everyone else is. What are you doing?
Do you think you've calmed down enough, Tybella, to have a proper conversation?
You're just asking her straight out?
Yeah.
Okay, great. She you like realize now that she wasn't even really looking at you at all. She was actually paying more attention to the room. And she looks at you and she says, I feel like I've been pretty calm given the circumstances.
To which Verlender will just kind of stroke the small little cut, I guess, on his throat. Perhaps.
She'll clock that and she will immediately say, need I remind you? You lent into that. I didn't do that of my own volition. A little.
Which tells me, if nothing else, that you are willing to talk. Which is useful. You seemed to be quite upset earlier that I shared information about Mother Dearest. I need you to understand, I have no interest in exposing who I am to the wider world, nor in attracting her attention in any way, shape, or form.
Have you considered then maybe laying low instead of doing duties for the handmaiden to the queen of fucking Agora?
Listen, I gave that a try, and she's found a way into my fucking head.
I'm not
Right now.
convinced it's her.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you did you not, consume a notable amount of that prophetic wine?
I consumed a perfectly acceptable amount of the prophetic wine. Yes, absolutely correct. I did.
And were you having these dreams beforehand?
No.
You did.
Did I?
Yep.
Excellent. Yes.
You had one at the very start of the campaign of what looked like a spidery tendril piercing through you.
Yeah. Yeah. I did.
See, I watch my own streams.
Yeah, well done. Good job.
Good memory, good memory.
The content of that
Deetwenty.
dream was somewhat different, not dissimilar to the shadowy tendrils that you described, in fact, binding yourself to me and Marcus.
Not tendrils. Strands. Very different.
Ropey bits of shadow. Semantics, really, isn't it?
Oh, not necessarily. Have you ever seen a piece of twine next to an absolute fucking tendril?
No, moving on. I have, as you say, been attempting and been quite successful at laying low. However, the opportunity I have afforded myself here, to my mind at least, is to place an obstacle between her and me. Ideally through, as it turns out, the royal family of Agora. It seemed like
A
an
terrible
opportunity.
idea. A terrible idea, Verlender.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was quite clever.
No, absolutely not. You are putting yourself in a position that is potentially publicly facing. Like, what happens if tomorrow Reyella stands up on some sort of a fucking pedestal and says, I'd like to thank the heroes of Agora for ridding us of this terribly magical wine. And it's you that is plastered up on there. Do you think your parents will not find you then?
This is why one cycles through one's aliases, Tybella.
Darling, until you learn to disguise yourself, you are but the same person with a different fucking name.
On that point, any chance you could teach me this little trick of yours? It's
No.
very useful.
No.
I'll admit I was not prepared fully to be taking on my usual role under Faris's name, but here we are. I've gotten away with it for years so far. It's been quite some time. I have
Do
no
you
reason to
ever
believe I
call
can't continue to
yourself
do
your own name?
so. Only in my nightmares.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
I'm a vampire.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
You say it.
No.
I don't like the person I am when I hear my own name from my own lips.
Do any of us?
Hearing it from yours may just be the last piece of information I require as to whether I do just pack up and leave this little troop of pseudo friends we've found ourselves around here.
They're not my friends. This is a job. I am getting paid.
They're not that bad.
She lets out a really deep sigh. And could you please make an insight check for me?
Indeed. Okay. 17 plus 4, 21.
Great. The good news is the DC was super low because she's truly so fucking tired. And you can sense that immediately. It's not like a tiredness of like, I haven't gotten enough sleep. It's like an emotional exhaustion. And you can read this, like, even off her surface body language. But you can tell that she's trying really fucking hard to just keep being strong and cold where she can. But you also get this sense that she is constantly overthinking everything that she has told you all in the last couple of hours based on the accusations, the lines of questioning that like came at her from every angle during the last conversation that you all had before she barred herself in the bathroom. There is like I'm kind of done at this point vibe
Tybella.
that you get off of her.
Tybella.
She says nothing.
How long have you been alone?
Alone? I am surrounded by people, Verlender, as are you.
A job.
I would say that's none of your fucking business.
I know what it is to be without an anchor in this world. No matter how locked down we convince ourselves we are, eventually, staring into that void is untenable.
And you hear a bell toll out throughout the castle. Just, it begins out of nowhere to literally shake the walls. You literally, like, instantly know this was not a good thing. You haven't heard this bell specifically before. You're not sure what it signifies, but you are aware that it doesn't feel like a fucking good thing immediately. And it is very closely followed by a cry from someone that mentions the queen is dead. And you hear this.
Suit up, darling. Game on. And Verlender then will immediately don his armor.
Oh, okay. Do you have time to do so?
I guess we'll fucking find out, won't we? And I assume you want to jump on, but the first thing he's going to do is, because this is a royal palace, he's going to investigate the room for some kind of secret door kind of leading to like a servant's passage, or, you know, something more malicious where there's actual spies looking through peepholes into everyone's rooms and that kind of thing will be his first instinct.
Being much smarter than the rest of us who lock ourselves in a room.
You watch as Jonan also sits up immediately. He doesn't suit up or anything, but he like grabs his shit, looks at you both, and it is following with whatever you're both doing. Could you please make an investigation check for me? You can do it at advantage because Tybella will help you.
Well, that's very sweet of her. Okay, yeah, 19.
19? Okay.
Making that a 24.
Great. You are someone that has encountered secret passageways and just nooks and crannies before. Stop laughing like that. I hate it.
I've said nothing.
Someone in a chat has. But you wow. You do so. And as you like kind of you run your fingers along the wall, you look like for kind of any sort of seams, joins that look abnormal, you find nothing
Yeah.
aside from the door that you entered within. Which
Excellent.
Tybella at this point, like watching you not discover anything, will be like, I think the door's the best like source of passage right now. And she, very flustered, makes her way towards the door, still not really knowing where she's going because she was not there for the conversation. But she is going to open the door and wait for you and Jonan to exit.
Yeah. Verlender then will follow. And so what was the conversation? Just the gang were going to go snooping around for a thing.
Yeah, but I believe it was told where they were going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you would know that it's the study where you first met Reyella Nightlock, which is a floor below where you currently are.
Excellent.
But hey, for now that doesn't actually matter, because hey, we're gonna go back over to Marcus, Delphine, and Scarlet. What are you doing? You can hear these footsteps. I will get you, those who care enough, to make a perception check to see
Scarlet's favorite role.
where these footsteps are coming from. Like, what, are there people heading towards you? Anyone that cares.
Oh, I'm not gonna roll. Delphine. He
Deplahine.
doesn't.
Deplahine gets guidance.
I'm using all my good rolls tonight. The rest of the year's just
Hey,
downhill.
Mish! What the fuck, guy? Is that 10 subs?
That's 10.
Yeah.
I'll cry. I got one of them.
Me too.
Aw. Hey, Mish. Thank you. That's really sweet. I love you. Anyway, back to the story. Perception.
19.
Holy fuck. Okay, great. You would be able to tell that despite the fact that the footsteps sound like they're gaining on you really quickly, they're not as close as they sound. You actually feel like you have a decent chunk of time before people will arrive here. You are in a fucking castle that is echoey as hell. It was also eerily quiet when you all arrived. And so there is more space in the hallways and the rooms as what there was the first time around. So you feel like you have a decent chunk of time before anyone discovers you.
I think we have time, but I think we need to be prepared that we're either going to have to bluff our way through, but we may be under suspicion, so we might have to be prepared to fight our way through too.
You hear a tap on the door.
Delphine. Sorry.
No, that's okay. You hear a tap on the door, followed by a voice saying, "Hey guys, can I come in?" And you recognize it immediately as Grummy.
Oh, I'm gonna let him in.
Oh no, the choice.
And
I love him. He's coming in.
Yeah, cool. You let Grummy in, and he's like, "I saw you all leave. We're on a secret mission, and I brought my invisibility cloak. What are we doing?"
Marcus is at the desk. You see this kind of glimmering light on his pinky finger of like a copper wire, and he points it in a direction, and he sends a message to Verlender. As long as he's within 120 foot. Verlender,
is.
I found the book. I just need 3 minutes to absorb some of the information. Can you come and find us? Rayla's office.
And D20, thank you so much for completing the How to Fuck with Promethean every session challenge. You may double stack.
I want to see with my own eyes whatever fucking cursed bingo card you guys are using for this shit.
And I would like you to double stack your inspiration. You have 2 inspirations. I don't give a fuck how inspiration works. You can have two inspirations right there. That's for you. Thank you.
I think you and Marcus is at the book wherever possible and looking at it.
Yeah, great. Are you picking it up or are you just looking at it? You're picking it up. Okay.
Oh yeah, straight there.
Stash it. Stash it.
What page does it open at? Marcus is going to bookmark what she was looking at, look at it very quickly, and say, Delphine, this is probably the most important thing that we need to get out of here and get into the hands of others. Reyella's lied about this book. I don't know why, and Verlender seems to be very keen to help me find this book.
If you are looking at what is on the page, the thing that you can look at really quickly without taking too much time is you would see what is similar to what looks like yearbook in terms of like signature. You would see the names Gideon, Carlos, Nimble, Strix, Blue, and
Oh
Barnabas.
my god, this is too fast.
So once again, Gideon, Carlos, Nimble, Strix, Blue, and Barnabas. Or alternatively, if you'd like to find out who they are, you can go and watch The Last Hour of Dusk, which is over on YouTube, Hexes and Vexes right now. You would see those names. You would also see the name Amaryllis again on the page next to it. You would see a new name that you haven't seen before, Vespera. You would also see one more thing, and that is a group named the Arcane Chapter. None of these things sound familiar.
Sure. Marcus picks up the book, and is there any other bookmarks in it? Is there anything that is used as an index in this? This has whoever.
It looks well worn. It looks like there have been multiple people who have been through this book. It has no index. It's not like a book that you would check out from a library.
Sorry, I just meant if whoever was reading this last, and I'm guessing Reyella had put markings in there that she was flicking between. Think
This
of bookmark.
specific page is probably the most referenced page, which is likely why it is laying open. But there are no other immediately notable pages. It's too well worn for you to actually determine. But if you were to look at it really quickly, you feel like you're reading someone's journal. It is not a book. It feels like everything is handwritten, and a lot of it is written in a language that you do not understand.
Currently.
Currently.
We or Scarlet ideas? Got the book?
Stash it where no one can find it if they do question us.
Right.
Grommy looks at you all, and he goes, "Wait, do you guys need to hide something? I'm pretty good at hiding things. I could do this."
I think we also need to hide you, Grummy.
No. Grommy doesn't want to hide. Grommy wants to be a part of the action, and he pulls out his +1 stick.
But
I forgot it.
Scarlet also doesn't want Grummy to get hurt.
Grommy's not going to get hurt. Grommy's a really good, not fighter, but I could hide the book. I'm really good in the shadows.
Well, Marcus seems to be more connected to the book than anyone else, so I think it needs to stay with Marcus because he knew it was here when we didn't.
Marcus, Where do you need this book delivered?
Grommy, the thing we need most at this point in time is for you to safely get passage for yourself and ready a wagon for us. I feel that we're going to need a quick exit, and your stealth and ability to
Grommy will not
remain
leave
hidden.
his friends.
You're not leaving us, Grommy. You're simply just procuring us transport so we can make an emergency exit if we need it. And we need
Oh
a
no.
Grommy on the outside.
Reyella took the horses and the cart. They were hers.
Do you know any secret passages, Grommy?
Not in the castle. But I could take you to Kaivala.
Okay.
I'm really good at that.
Okay, well, Grommy, if I give you these 5 gold pieces, can you go into town and get us a horse and wagon immediately?
Grommy will not leave his friends.
You're not
Grommy,
leaving you.
It's very important. It's like the most important thing, because if we don't have that ready when we need to leave, we're in trouble.
Make a
It's a
persuasion
mission,
check
Grommy.
at disadvantage, please.
Me at disadvantage? Yeah, I'm the person to give disadvantage to.
Wow, Tabby, I just saw your message in the fucking chat, you absolute method.
Okay, that would be 11. So not very good. I've used my good rolls. I'm now going downhill.
Yeah, okay. Grommy looks very hesitant at your words. Verlender, as you are heading through the corridors with Tybella and Jonan in tow, are you doing so stealthily or are you doing so with haste?
It'll be casually. Verlender has not done anything wrong, and
Right.
he's not going to, with his body language, indicate to anyone
That
otherwise.
he has? Okay, great.
When he receives the message from Marcus, though, he will turn to the other two and say, Marcus has found the book.
Jonan looks neutral as fuck.
I feel like he's definitely been there for some of the conversations about
Yeah,
the book.
but
I
he
feel like he'd
doesn't
know
look like
about
He
it.
doesn't care
Doesn't
either way,
care.
Yeah.
Tybella, on the other hand, despite already being quite pale, looks like she goes another shade paler.
though. Lighter shade of pale.
Yeah. And you notice she doesn't say anything, but there is like she's following your lead in terms of being casual, but there's definitely like a slight pickup of pace while still attempting to maintain being casual.
Yeah. Is that obvious that that's her current state of
Oh,
being?
yeah.
Tybella, relax. It'll be fine. The Queen is dead. We had nothing to do with it. And I'm sure that all of this will work out. We'll get paid for the job we've done, but right now, we need to get to the study.
Where do you think I'm fucking heading, Verlender?
Well, let's go.
She's like half a step in front of you already. Like, almost
No
competitive.
dilly-dallying, Jonan. Come on.
Fucking hell. You also hear the sounds of guards. You get the sense that they're not, again, similar to the other group, are not as close as they sound. And after a few moments, you arrive at the study. The door is closed. Delphine, would you have, after letting Grommy in, would you have resumed putting something in front of the door? No. Okay, so when you get to the door and you push it opens freely. And you see Marcus holding the book and your companions standing there with Grommy.
Oh no, Scarlet's still looking for a weapon.
Scarlet is looking for a weapon. You find nothing. There is, unless you want to use a book as a weapon, there is nothing in this room. Or a glass.
Bottle? Can we smash a bottle?
You could smash the whiskey bottle, which still
Yeah, I
has
don't know if
liquid
it'd
in
do.
it.
I don't know if it'd do any more than what a fists already do.
Yeah.
I'll just do fisting damage.
Fuck. You are all standing there together, book in hand.
Marcus, you fucking found it.
We need to leave, Verlender. Things are afoot. Timing is everything, and this is like a diary. I've no idea what it is, Verlender, but we need to be out of here quite quickly.
Wait, what do you mean we need
Grommy
to leave?
takes
Did you not
watch.
hear the bells?
Grommy takes watch at this point, with the door open. He stands in the doorway and you notice him looking out on watch for anyone.
Okay.
And I'm
Hang
going to
on.
roll perception for him.
I have an idea.
Great.
Everyone pick up the glasses that they use that are still out. We're going to pretend we were here drinking, waiting for Reyella to come. Stash the book where no one can fucking find it.
As you say that, Grommy approaches you all and is like, Rayella's coming. I can see her. She's on her way.
Perfect. We get paid. We wait out whatever this situation is, and we leave.
We have the money, Verlender, already. I'm just carrying the bag around.
You
just
do.
for-
You do
Wait,
already
really?
have them.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that an
we
actual
got it.
I thought literally the only reason we were still here is because we were waiting to be paid.
No, she just offered us a place to
Yeah.
stay for the night.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Scarlet wanted to have a meal with like the royal family
Royalty,
to
yeah.
help bolster future relationships. She had her own reason.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think Rayella's going to know that she's been lying to us quite significantly. and
Grommy
it's,
looks at you and he goes, Sir, Mr. Marcus, I feel like I can hide this better than you. Please
Well-
let Grommy do it.
Can everybody calm the fuck down for a moment, please? One, Reyella said she'd never seen the book. I have no reason to believe otherwise.
That's a
This
lie.
is a
She
cast-
said that she had read the
Correct. She said it
excerpt,
wasn't
and you had
currently-
asked, was this before or after? It was
it was
stolen.
taken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It said it was
The
last
book
seen
has
in
been-
Kaibala. Correct.
Kaibala, yeah.
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 Reyella said the book wasn't in her possession. I have no reason to believe that's not the case. We're in a castle full of people. There's no need to draw a direct line. Secondly, if we scamper away from this place now, how exactly do you think that's going to look? Have none of you run away from an actual murder before?
No.
Then let me fucking school you. Everyone sit down. Scarlet, great idea. We're here in the study, waiting to say our goodbyes.
Correct.
Tybella
Pick up the glasses you
is
had earlier.
already pouring whiskey into all of your glasses. Jonan has like taken a seat at the desk where the book was. Grommy is looking up at you, Marcus, like a kid going uppies.
Verlender,
Oh, and he'll hold out a hand to take the book from
You
Marcus.
see
then.
Grommy going, has it happened? and he goes, Grommy isn't trusted by the party. And you see
Not now,
he looks
Grommy.
really sad, and he sits with his back against the bookshelf, and he's very misty-eyed. He doesn't look happy about it.
Grommy, I'm not trusted with it either. It's okay.
Immediately,
Not
Sorry,
now,
can
not now,
Delphine-
Grommy. Daddy has a book to read. And we'll just take a seat and start flicking through pages. To
as
catch up on
you
some of that as
do
well.
so, Reyella enters the study, and she looks at you all. Now glasses slightly full. Who is holding a glass and partaking after Tybella has? Yeah, okay, great.
Delphine didn't drink earlier, so she's not drinking again.
Great. So Verlender and Scarlet make constitute. No, I'm joking.
It's only like a sip. It's not like a whole tankard.
I'm joking. Reyella enters, and she looks at you all, and she is much more casual than you've ever seen her. For someone who is usually dressed to the nines and is looking polished and prim, her hair is tossed up into almost a messy bun, and she looks like she's wearing nightwear, like that she was almost awoken by this.
But aren't we in her bedroom?
No,
Like
this
No, we're in
is
the
a
study.
Study.
I thought her quarters were attached.
I believe they are, but that's not where she came from.
Scandal.
Oh,
She looks a little disheveled. And
oh, someone's
she
been in the king's chamber.
she fuck. She walks in, she grabs her own glass and she pours a glass. And she says, "Quite rude in the wake of my sister's death that you've started without me." And
We're
she
terribly sorry for your loss.
absolutely downs her entire drink very quickly.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Can you resurrect the dead?
I can talk to the dead for you if that helps.
Not a cleric.
I wish not to see her corpse again.
But maybe this could tell us how. And he'll hold up
Did
the
you
book.
just find a red book in your fucking bookshelf?
Yes, I did. Seems to have made its way back from Kaivala after all.
Sorry, I was trying to read the spine. Where did you get that?
And because he doesn't know, he will look over to Marcus.
Someone kindly left it on your desk, open at a page with what appears to be a group of individuals, the arcane chapter, I believe it was.
This
And
one.
yes, that page. Curious that someone's trying to pin something upon you, madam.
Upon me.
The book was here. The last conversation we had was that it was somewhere else. This book seems to have a great deal of importance. And it seems to be a marvelous coincidence that the horrible assassination and grievous loss of your queen and sister, that it's now been thrust upon a desk. And if we hadn't found it first, I'm sure someone would have drawn some awful conclusions to it.
Hold on now.
Could everyone please hydrate real quick?
Yeah. Marcus,
Have a new drink.
are you saying the queen was assassinated?
The queen is dead, and the alarms are going off. And
Reyella, forgive my friend's brutally unthinking approach to this conversation in your presence. Sorry for your loss, but how exactly did the queen die?
She pours another glass of whiskey for herself as she holds it out and takes a very slow sip. She takes a moment after the sip and she looks amongst all of you. And she says, "You poor, gullible fools. Did you truly believe that you were chosen for your bravery, your cunning, your importance? Lowly wanderers plucked from obscurity to perform a royal task. How fucking quaint." And we're going to take a really quick break super early right there. That's okay. To allow Salt at least to rehydrate. And for a moment of processing for myself and the rest of the party. Hey, we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Hold on to your fucking seats because it's going to be a
Holy
wild
shit.
ride.
It feels a little righty right now, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you very, very shortly. Enjoy. Everyone look real cute and wave to your friends in the chat. Thank you. Hey, we're back. Welcome back to Hexes and Vexes. It's been so fun jump scaring everyone with the live versus not live scenario. Hey, I'd like everyone to know that's watching that I gave everyone the opportunity to recap, and instead of offering to recap, what we got was someone throwing someone deep under the bus. And for that reason, I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who is going to do the recap this evening. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Tammy.
It was me anyway.
Tammy, could you recap what we've done thus far?
Well, basically, Scarlet and Marcus and Delphine went to Reyella's study and found the book that everyone's in a fuss about that Scarlet actually knows nothing about. So,
Yeah.
whatever.
Correct.
Because no one's had
Neither
that
does
conversation.
Delphine.
Yeah. We
Clueless.
got no idea. And just after we've had that happen, the bells have rung out that the Queen has been assassinated. Verlender, who was off over hanging out with the super most important character of Jonan, and Tybella, they decided that they would make their way across to the study, knowing that this is where the other three had taken off to. And upon arriving at the study, we've had a cunning plan of making it look like we were all waiting there all along. Reyella's come back and the girls are kind of just sitting there, and the boys are confronting her about the book. And she has basically clued in where the patsies for the assassination.
I want to correct that's not what she said, but okay.
Correct. Yeah. Nor is there any evidence that the Queen was assassinated at this point in time.
But what does happen is after she takes a sip of her drink, and I'll just repeat what she said, and that is, "You poor gullible fools. Did you truly believe you were chosen for your bravery, your cunning, your importance? Lowly wanderers plucked from obscurity to perform a royal task. How quaint." For a moment, there is a couple of things that happen. You see Tybella immediately reach for her dagger attached to her waist. She doesn't pull it out, but her hand is on this dagger. She looks over at Tybella and there is a smirk. And then she looks back at all of you and she says, "Did it never occur to you why the Queen's handmaiden would send for you, to fetch for some berries?
You didn't say
Thornberries."
anything.
She looks at
I'm
you,
just here.
Delphine, and she just ignores you. And she says, "And after I told you exactly what the thornberry did, tell me, did the grandeur of the castle blind you? Did the promise of favour from the crown drown out the whispers of your fucking common sense? I chose you because you are nothing. Convenient. Forgettable. Nobodies whose names would vanish into history as the murderers of our beloved Queen. And you made it so easy. Each of you." She looks at you, Scarlet. And she says, "Scarlet, well, should I say Cherry, the strong fighter with a taste for blood. And a taste for coin. An underground bruiser that's noble by day. How charming. You were so easy."
You don't know what I am, do you? You think that that's all I am?
Frankly, I don't give a fuck. Because you would do anything for the thrill of the fight. Wouldn't you? And she doesn't allow you the time to answer before she looks over at Marcus. And she says, and Marcus Drody, so charming. The Drody family and their trades. Always hungry for knowledge, but far too clumsy to cover your own tracks. Did you think that I wouldn't notice? That I wouldn't exploit your little obsession? Oh, and speaking of obsessions, how is your dear friend Briley, Marcus? Is she well? And then she looks at Verlender.
Who at this point, with the venom towards Marcus, will have stood up from the chair, placing his glass down, and his hands, plural, will also be gently fingering the handles of
Yep.
two daggers.
You notice that as you do that, she is holding a bottle of Thornberry wine, the one that you all gifted to her, in her hand. And she looks at you, and she says, and Verlender, the poor, fragile little boy who never lived up to Mummy and Daddy's expectations. Always the disappointment, weren't you, Verlender? And with parents as notable as yours, as powerful. I imagine they'll be so proud when they hear what you've done here. Or maybe not. But at least they'll know where to find you now. And then she looks over at Tybella. And she says, and Tybella, now you were a surprise. Yes, I did my research. I saw straight through you from the start. Transparent as glass. Do you really think you, pathetic little veil keeper, could stay hidden from me? A pity about your friends, though. What's it like knowing every single one of them is dead? Let's not bring up your family now. She looks over at Jonan. And she says, Jonan, you were also a surprise. Truly a shame about Astrid. Your sister was so promising, was she not? Talented, brave, everything you aren't. She carried the light, and I guess you were just always there. I wonder, do you think she'd have survived if you'd traded places? I suppose not, but maybe. And then Delphine, her gaze finally falls on you. And then there's Delphine. Poor, sweet Delphine. You, darling, were never part of the plan, were you? Just collateral damage. Unfortunate, really. You didn't deserve this. But here you are all the same. She finishes her drink. Absolutely downs it. And she looks at you all and she says, so tell me, heroes, how does it feel to know that you've been nothing more than pawns in my game? Or shall I call you what you are? Tools that have served their purpose. Now, Verlender, you've put your hands on your daggers.
Mm-hmm.
You were holding the mahogany book. Where is that?
Currently tucked into a...
Holy
hello.
fuck. I don't know what just happened, but it was cat related.
So it'll be tucked into like a inner jacket pocket.
Could I get you to make a perception check for me, please?
Certainly, if you insist.
You can do so actually at disadvantage because you are paying very close attention to what is going
Correct.
on.
Perception. That's going to end up being a 12.
Excellent. She says, tools. Tools that have served their purpose. And then she looks at Grommy and she says, and so did you, dear sweet Grommy. And you watch as Grommy, who is now holding the mahogany book, makes his way over to Reyella and hands it out to her. And she says, thank you so much, pet. And He stands behind her. She pauses, looking at you all. I would like to know what each of you are thinking and what you think the look on your face would look like at this moment of time. Starting with Marcus.
The look on Marcus's thought is as follows. A tragic tale of a failed sister that's looking to get her ends. And she's going to be really upset to see the book in Grommy's hands isn't the book Grommy thought it was.
How so?
You remember when we went to the market and we went all that shopping? If you look at my items, I bought a book that was about the same size and shape of the book DM.
Oh, you fuck.
And when Grommy asked for it, it was a bit too obvious that Grommy suddenly wanted to be our friends. And Marcus is like, we've been horribly betrayed.
fuck.
Let's see who's doing what.
Beautiful, sneaky bastard. I love you.
Holy shit. Okay.
And the next thought that's crossing Marcus's mind is,
You've one up the DM. Oh no. You must die.
no, DM. We're in an enclosed space where she's got all the power, but it gives us a moment to do things. Marcus is working out the following things. Grommy is standing behind her with his magic stick. I've got Verlender, who is suitably pissed from there, trying to work out where Delphine stands because we don't know Delphine well enough. So Marcus is trying to work out where she stands on that, and that is literally the thought that's crossing his thing.
Yeah.
The look on his face is showbiz shocked. Gosh, you're so clever type thing.
Okay.
But basically
Great.
watching Delphine, because I just don't know how Delphine is acting in this moment, and it feels like a brutal review. But yeah, there's
Okay.
a curious bulge in one of Marcus's bags.
Okay. Hey, Delphine, speaking of you, what do you think Delphine would be thinking, and what is the look on her face in this moment?
So Delphine is highly charismatic and highly persuasive. So she definitely leans into the fact that people think that she's just kind of dumb and doesn't really know anything that's going on. But she's quite perceptive as well.
Yeah.
She's actually been taking into note everything that's happening in the room, the way that Reyella has spoken to these people that she's just decided are her friends. They don't know. But she's like, well, the spirits told me they must be my friends now.
Yeah.
And because she has confirmation from the spirits that she's on the correct path, and her whole like paladin order is like, that's like, she listens to the spirits. They are her nature guides.
Yeah.
She's thinking about ways that she can protect her friends and sizing up like who is in the room and like what kind of things is going like how it's going to go down basically.
Right.
But she's still looking like totally like, oh, because she's like,
no.
nobody knows anything about me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
a girl. I'm simply
I might
just a
be tall,
girl.
but I'm just wearing a dress.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Valenda, what are you thinking, and what is the look on your face currently? Wow, exhale deeper.
Having rolled 19 on my performance check, because obviously, which takes that to something stupid, 25.
Right.
Verlender's also aware that that is not the book because he was sitting there thumbing through it, and it was quite obviously not anything other than something that was picked up super cheap at the market.
Yeah.
That said, during this little monologue, she's gone around to the group and called them out, being made aware that she knows who he is. and that she has the audacity
Mm-hmm.
to think that she can get away with exposing him to his family, his face just drops. Dead, white hot rage.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably it. There'll be a slight wince when she has a go at Jonan.
Okay. Yeah. You would see a similar rage on Tybella's face, but probably until Scarlet gives her description, there is a bigger rage on Jonan's face. The second that Astron's name leaves Rayella's mouth, there is a fire and an anger that you have not seen in this man. He is fucking pissed. Scarlet, what would you be thinking and what would your face look like in this moment?
So her face would actually look quite blasé. Like you would think she would be the one that would be the angriest in the group given her temper. But given how she grew up, she's heard worse. Like people have said things in a way that's cut her a hell of a lot more than this person. She's used to disappointing people and hearing it in a much pointed fashion. So to her, this is just another one of those things that happen where she grew up. And rich people backstab each other all the time. So she's kind of like not surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a
also
uncomfortably familiar
yeah,
feeling. Particularly
this is the norm.
particularly now understanding Argus's view on your family. There is a familiarity that's much more uncomfortable than it would have been a couple of days ago, because that's all that you have all traveled together is a couple of days.
Like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the road. Yeah.
You know, it's 14 days. It's not that
And
much.
look, some of us got real close real quick.
Yeah.
Some of us have only been here for 2 days.
Yeah.
Some of you got real close real quick, and some of you died.
The other thing Scarlet would be thinking is, given how she described everyone, there is obviously something about her that Reyella is not aware of yet.
Correct. And you understand that. Reyella looks specifically at the array of people that look real pissed. So Jonan, Verlender, and Tybella specifically. And she says, "Don't look so distraught. You've done your duty splendidly. Now, are you going to bow before your new queen? Or are you going to die like the rest that defy me?" And in the moment that she does that, she, thornberry wine in hand, shatters the bottle on the nearest thing that she can find, which is the door frame. I will get everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, if that is okay. Thank you.
19.
Pass. A 6 for Marcus. Delphine.
7.
Fail.
She's pretty big.
Okay, Verlender.
An 18 on the die, so that's
Pass.
25.
That's fine. You have passed. So those of you who have passed will take half damage. For those of you that did not, that is 14 points of damage for Marcus and Delphine. For the other two, it's 7 points of damage, slashing damage specifically. As you then hear Reyella call out, "Guards! I found them!" And you hear footsteps immediately fucking approaching your room. This is going to become a pursuit very quickly. Are you staying? Are you going? What is the play? Reyella steps aside almost expecting you to run. As does Grommy.
Verlender will take a deep breath in. Fuck it. And it's just going to throw a dagger at Grommy.
Okay, yeah. Roll to hit.
I will. Fuck. I'm Scarleting this shit. That's 14, which makes it 21.
Yeah, okay, that hits.
Great. So a couple of things.
Oh no.
So having advantage because Grommy hasn't taken a turn, that's
I was
going
gonna
to
say
add
trigger
sneak
warning.
attack damage. Yeah.
Trigger
Look,
warning, kobold,
hope-
potential death.
I hope no one actually enjoyed Grommy's existence.
If it's any consolation, Scarlet was going to do something similar because he's actually seen her pop wings.
I love it when we think the same things. Okay, so that's gonna be 6, and then I guess the sneak attack damage.
Yeah. You're an
Is-
assassin, you get that, because he has not taken a turn.
Yeah, give me a sec here, because I wasn't actually planning on this being a thing at all.
Are
But
you
here we
aware
are.
of kobold stats, by the way?
No, not off the top of my
Yeah, they're
head.
not high.
Okay,
I
great.
know, which is kind of what I'm banking on. So 8, 10, 11 on top of the, what did I say? 3. So
Additional
it's
damage?
4, yeah, so 11 additional, so it's 14. And then with a bonus action, he's going to throw another dagger. Now, he's not going to get his dexterity bonus for that, but
Okay.
he will still get his proficiency bonus, if nothing else, which is,
Is this a Grommy also?
this is also a Grommy.
Okay.
So that's an 18 on the die.
Yep, hits.
Magnificent. Is that going to get... That's not going to get sneak attack damage as well, will it?
Not
Surely.
the second one.
Hold on, I think the assassin feat, though, is any
Is it auto crit?
attack that happens before...
It's an auto crit.
Yeah,
So that's for the first one then.
correct.
Oh, so it's going to be 28
Yeah.
on that first one.
Yeah, it is. See how I'm being fair and telling you what your things are instead of
Yes.
just like letting you fail? Yeah.
Thank you. I truly was
If you
not
could carry
prepared.
that into Sword of Skulls.
Unfucking likely. Yeah, okay, so that's 7 then for the second dagger.
Yep.
We're saying no sneak attack though, because it's the second attack.
Can
But it
I
will crit, so
ask
that's
you-
14.
How do you end Grommy's life?
Very fucking easily. One dagger thrown directly into the back of his neck, another dagger thrown directly into the base of his spine, and then in a flash he's going to kind of duck in, grab those daggers back, and backstep back towards the group.
As you grab
Daggers
the
in hand.
daggers, he hasn't even fallen yet. You take them as he's about to fall, and he just hits the deck, this blue, sweet little kobold that absolutely betrayed you all, who is holding a +1 stick in one hand and half of a blanket in another. He hits the floor, and Reyella does not even pay attention.
He'll then look to the rest of the group. Do we think it's time to run now?
Delphine's just gonna follow. Whoever wants to lead, she'll just go with you.
Marcus gently takes Delphine's hand and, as fast as he can limp out the door, uses her as a prop to get out the door because he's bleeding quite heavily at this stage.
Excellent. You can all roll. Is everyone running?
Yeah.
Is anyone going to stay behind? Tybella is also taking off, by the way,
No, let's go.
as is Jonan.
So Scarlet will follow Tybella, but on the way out, she'll look at Reyella and she'll be like, I know something you don't know. And then she'll wink and keep going.
You hear Reyella say, I don't care, as you run. And Tybella's already out. She's out before you. Jonan is following you. Marcus, you're taking off.
Yeah.
Delphine
so
is
Hand in
taking
hand
off.
with Delphine.
that was half my health
Verlender.
immediately gone.
What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, also then pacing with the group.
So let's just determine an order of running, if that's okay. I feel like Tybella is in front of Delphine and Marcus, probably in front of Scarlet, might even be heading up. No, not Scarlet. Scarlet first.
Scarlet has 50 feet per round without
Great.
dash.
So Scarlet's
So she'll be at
first.
the front.
Tybella is following. Jonan is not leaving until you've left, so is likely behind Tybella, unless Marcus and Delphine, you want to place yourself between Tybella and Jonan. I feel like Verlender's taking up the rear.
Correct.
Yeah. So again, I'm in Delphine's hands physically.
Yeah.
and
Do you
literally.
think you two would be fucking hell? Do you think you two would be between Jonan and Tybella, or do you think you would be behind in front of Verlender?
We wouldn't be at the rear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'd be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
So you place yourself between Tybella and Jonan then. So order of running is going to be Scarlet, Tybella, Delphine and Marcus, Jonan, Verlender. Cool.
Yeah, we've got Marcus sandwiched in the middle. Got to keep our little squishy bard.
Squishy boy. If that's the case, you can hear all of these guards approaching. You are aware that it is at least 2 floors down before you get to the entrance of the castle. For that reason, we're not going to roll initiative or anything, but what we will roll is some athletics checks to outrun the guards that are now actively pursuing you. However, because I am a kind DM, if you think there is a check that you could alternatively make and you can justify it, I will allow you to make that check instead. However, the DC will be slightly higher. So,
I'm happy with athletics.
is there anyone who is not going to make an athletics check? And if you're not going to make an athletics check, tell me what you're making and why.
DM, just before we go from that, is there any possibility the pathway takes us back past our rooms?
Now, that was also going to be a question I have. So, does everyone
No.
here have their gear? So, next question from there, is there... So, we'd have to backtrack then.
Correct. There was a
You need us to
window
backtrack?
in your room.
Yep.
However, it is 3 stories high.
Yeah, I don't think we should be backtracking.
No.
Fuck, I have a check I want to make that's not athletics.
Okay, great.
Verlender's going to say, fuck. You go on. I'll get everyone's gear?
Tybella will offer to come with you. And she will say, fucking hell, I have left my shit in the room. Did not expect to be framed for murder. I'm with you. Let's go. And she...
She's Delphine's just gonna ask you guys to get honey because that's the only thing she didn't bring with her.
Oh, no.
Honey would have just flown. He's like a homing pigeon,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
just grab him while you're there.
Two things, DM. Just as Verlender says that, suddenly a memory of a dear friend of Verlender's appears.
Sorry,
in his
cat-related
mind,
incident just happened.
Yeah,
But yeah, continue.
which gives him a D8 plus 4 to his temporary hit points.
Correct.
The
Jesus, okay.
same with Delphine at this point in time.
Okay.
A memory of an old friend, whoever that is, comes to you and comforts you a moment. Roll a D8 plus 4 to that one and add that to your temporary
Excellent.
hit points.
Add
Sorry,
that to
let me
my
just bring up
10 hit points.
Tybella's
Temporary hit
character
points.
sheet.
So D8 plus 10, did you say? Sorry.
Plus,
Scarlet will be, do you need me to come with you or do you need me to take Marcus down?
get them out of here.
Scarlet, I have a terrible idea if we run into problems, but and Marcus is bleeding heavily at this stage.
Yeah. It's called I Can Fly You Out the Window.
I'm a fan. I've always been a fan.
Oh no. Excellent. Okay, great. So let's start with the group that's running back towards the danger.
And I
hey-
think just one more thing before they go. I think Verlender will probably then look at Delphine. Because other than that one beautiful little moment that we had on introduction, they haven't really interacted, but he'll kind
Oh,
of
no.
like just stare directly into Delphine's eyes. Do not let them die. And
Delphine's
then
just gonna put her hand on her heart and she's like, I will protect them with my life.
Scarlet's basically going to have a look at Marcus, see what's going on, and after him saying he's a fan of the plan to be flown out if need be, she's going to basically give him a hug, and because she doesn't really have control over her powers, she'll accidentally cast Healing Hand, so he gets 3d4 hit points back.
Wow. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, excellent. Great. Okay. So, starting with the group that's running away from the group and towards danger. Verlender, what check are you making and why? Can I justify it?
yeah, absolutely. And so this will play out conversationally, I guess, with Tybella as to the current plan. First, he's going to take his daggers and he's going to dip both of them into one of the thornberries that he currently has and juice them up real good.
Okay.
And then just kind of redo them. Tybella, this is going to be insane, but we're going to try and distract them first. We're going to try and convince them that Gobby was responsible for the Queen's murder and that Reyella is under threat. If that doesn't work, then we kill everyone.
I'm
Deal?
very capable of that.
Excellent. Let's fucking go.
Okay, great.
And so the specific check that I guess I will be performing when and if we run into a group of guards pursuing us,
Okay.
will be, I assume, a fucking
Are you gonna
performance.
perform,
I'm gonna say
deceive?
performance, deception, all of the above.
I feel like based on what you're saying, of like convincing them that you had nothing to do with it, it's gonna be persuasion or deception. I feel like I lean towards deception because you're outwardly lying.
Oh, hell yeah. So it'll be like, thank God you're here. There's a little kobold. He assassinated the queen and he's after Reyella. He's dosed her up with some kind of magical fucking wine. She's out of her head and insane. Get to her study immediately.
Could you make that check, but you'll do it with advantage because you have Tybella with you? That is like reinforcing everything you say.
Fucking magnificent, thank Christ, because that first roll was a 2.
Oh no.
The second roll was an 18, which pushes that up to what is it, 27.
You've got guidance.
Oh, and guidance. How much is the guidance?
Wait, is that spelled correctly, Marcus?
It's a D4, was it?
Hey, Promethean, is that spelled correctly?
No, it is very much not
Could
spelled
you
correctly.
check the overlay for me?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, okay. Good. Thanks for the recognition.
Good job. Hey.
Only taken
I
a year.
congratulated you last time because it was correct last time too.
It wasn't. I can tell you right now it was not.
Oh no.
Because I corrected it today.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyway, you're welcome.
So with guidance, then yeah, that makes it a 28 on the
Okay.
deception.
Allow me to roll for the guards. There are 2 of them that approach you.
I truly was expecting so many more guards. I was panicking that I was
Well,
actually
no,
dead.
because these guards, because you're going upstairs, right? The predominant amount of guards is coming from downstairs, so you're running away from the guards.
Okay, cool.
There are 2 that come downstairs and see you, and you start yelling this at them. One of them is truly fucking enraptured by what you're saying. The other, for a moment, looks a little bit skeptical, and then looks like they believe you, and they just continue to run past you without engaging at all. You make your way up this flight of stairs, and you do so without drama or issue. You get back to the room.
I'll have you know, Verlender does nothing without drama. Thank you.
Okay, that's your prerogative, baby girl.
Brilliant. In which case, yeah, we're scooping the rooms for everyone's shit.
Great. Tybella grabs her own stuff and will attempt to then start looking for other people's things. As she does so, we're going to jump to the other group that is running towards downstairs. How are you all exiting? Are you making athletics checks? If you're not making athletics checks, please justify to me what check you're making and why.
I am making athletics checks. I rolled it before. It's a 24.
24, excellent. Delphine, athletics or no athletics?
I'm gonna do athletics.
Okay, great.
I've rolled a 19.
Great. Marcus, what are you doing?
And I get +4.
Okay, you're golden, girl. Hey, Marcus.
Marcus, hold on. We're going into super speed.
Marcus, what are you making and why? Unless it's athletics, and then I don't need to know why, baby girl.
It's not athletics. I'm the least athletic of the group by a
Right.
significant portion. I'm kind of being dragged. Is the feeling I'm getting? Could
Yeah.
I possibly make a survival roll to make sure I don't die going down the hallway?
Yeah, you can. That's a great justification. Roll for that, thank you.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Is it actually a
sh-
5?
No, it's actually an 8.
Oh no,
No
Marcus.
modifier?
That was my modifier, mate. It's +8. That was a 3 on the dice DM. So that's an 8 in total. I become Scarlet.
Okay, so
So to
as
complete-
Scarlet and Delphine take off, Delphine is guiding you for a lot of this way, and there is a moment that happens where your hands, or however you are kind of guiding each other, it just slips, and Marcus is left behind, and 2 guards begin to approach.
Can Delphine stop immediately
Yeah,
and turn to face the guards that are approaching Marcus?
absolutely.
She's gonna start approaching with her arms out to the ground.
Okay.
And as she's doing this, her dress, which we all remember was made of beautiful leaves,
Yeah.
are going to start falling as though it's autumn.
Okay.
Her entire body is going to become covered in vines, and as the vines fall away, her armor and all of her weapons are back.
Excellent.
She's going to stand in front of Marcus
Quick roll
with
a
her
D10.
shield on one arm and her sword in the other, and she's going to
Yeah.
widen her stance with her sword towards the guards, and she's going to be like, come on, boys.
First of all, D10 was rolled in the chat. A 10 was fucking rolled. Second of all, holy shit. Second of all, roll initiative for me. Marcus, roll initiative. Scarlet, if you were going to stop and engage in this combat, also
Yeah.
please absolutely roll initiative for me. I'm going to roll initiative for these 2 guards. And I'm going to do it not off the table. Okay, great. Hey, Delphine, what was your initiative?
18.
18. Okay, great. Marcus, 22. Fucking hell. Scarlet.
Marcus.
Scarlet is 21.
Okay, great. So it's gonna be Marcus. It's gonna be Scarlet. It's gonna be Delphine. And then it's gonna be guard 1 and guard 2.
What weird
Marcus.
names to give to your children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Crazy. Marcus, what are you doing?
Okay.
These guards are approaching. They have a spear in hand each.
So DM, just for the I've got the Delphine embodying.
Looking
How far
fucking cool as shit.
how far Scarlet ahead of us?
I feel like Scarlet, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Scarlet, the second she noticed that Delphine was also kind of stopping to face everyone, Scarlet would have done similar.
Well, Scarlet wasn't that far ahead because she's just healed you, and she has to be touching you to do that.
Yep. Marcus, where he is I'm going to take a bonus action in the first place to.
Can I also just really point out really quickly? This is the second ever combat we've had in this fucking campaign that's been going for like a year and a half. By the way.
And the party's split. Oh, did Jonan get rolled in on that initiative? Did I miss Jonan's initiative?
No, Jonan's with you, isn't he?
Jonan
Jonan's with
is
you guys.
Jonan
Oh,
is
both
with
of them
you.
came.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought it was
He's
just
just there,
Tybella.
you know.
I thought it was just some more little Tybella time.
Well,
My mistake.
Tybella's in the room. Jonan would be outside of the room. He wouldn't come in the room with you. He would more likely just be hanging out there.
Be there. Cool.
Well, he's contracting like fucking Tybella for work, so he wants her to survive and doesn't care about you. So hey, yeah, Marcus.
Who's going to get Scarlet's gear from the room and go through everything she's got in her belongings?
Yeah, right, Marcus.
For Marcus's action, for free interaction, he faces Scarlet fully and says, "You've got this." And as his actual action, Scarlet sees his hands move rapidly, and from behind Scarlet, the ghost of the dead queen rises
Oh
up
my god.
and looms loud, and she says, "My protectors have failed me. These are my guides. Take them to safety. They have my full blessing."
Can you roll a persuasion at advantage for me, please?
Absolutely, DM. Advantage. 24, DM.
Holy fucking shit. Okay. Yeah, great. They absolutely stop engaging in combat with you immediately. You
So
fuck.
what was that about second combat?
Yeah, you absolute fuck. They stop that. Yeah. They don't engage at all.
Bonus action. There is a a musical moment, and Scarlet is given a D8 for bardic inspiration. Next 10 minutes,
Okay.
you need something. You need a little bit of bardic oomph from there, and the ghost, the ghostly presence is kind of full, it kind of ethereal thing behind Scarlet, giving Scarlet's
Right.
got the same sort of look and knows how the queen acts, and we've seen the queen because you very generously allowed us to see the queen, so
Yeah.
the image is as perfect as it can be. A ghostly presence is hovering over Scarlet.
Okay, yeah, excellent, great. We, despite them pulling away from combat, we will still go to Scarlet. Scarlet, are you allowing them to just disengage, or are you going to do something else?
She will say straight out, Reyella needs protection.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone else in her chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll hold her main action for if they become aggressive, she'll
Okay,
respond.
great. Okay. Delphine.
So her whole thing is don't cause harm unless you need to. So as soon as they disengage, she's going to disengage.
Yep.
She is going to turn around and can she, so back towards the way that we're running towards, are there more guards approaching us still?
Not that you can see currently.
How far ahead of me can I see?
You can probably see about 20 feet.
All right. She's going to, so can I just confirm, Scarlet can run 50 feet?
Which is wild, by the way.
That's insane.
Is that buggy? Don't you fucking dare. Is that like without dashing?
Correct.
Fuck. Okay, great.
So
Excellent.
I get 10 extra because level 5 barbarian and 10 extra because of the mobile feat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, great.
So
Excellent. I love
I'm
that.
going to assume that
Yep,
we
that's
are
really good.
gonna
I'm
start
so
running
glad
again.
that we're doing this. I'm so happy that we're here once a month. Remember when I said, you know, like, do you guys want combat? And you guys were like, you know,
Yeah, more combat.
maybe. No, I don't think you've ever said that. I think you've said, like, no, we don't need it in our lives. It's fine. And I was like, you know what you do? Hey, you don't, I guess.
I was all prepped for combat.
I was
Had
prepped.
some
I
cool
had a
moves worked out.
sick ass move
It's
ready.
fine.
Yeah.
It's
I
fine.
killed Grommy. What more do you want?
Okay, great. Excellent. He was always nothing. But hey, no, it's fine. Hey, great. Excellent. Good. Everyone hydrate, please.
Sorry, back to Delphine.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to assume that now that we've disengaged, we're going to continue running.
Yeah.
She's noticed that Marcus is kind of shit at
Yeah.
running. So she's going to use one of her face steps to teleport him up to 30 feet where I can see. So she's just going to teleport him as far as he can go because she knows that Tal's going to be running faster than him anyway.
Question. Do they re-engage upon her using...
No,
Okay.
they do not. They, in
Okay,
fact,
cool.
run the opposite way.
Good.
As you continue on your way, making your second athletics check, unless you're making another type of check, in which you can let me know.
Not as good.
21.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. That works.
I got 21, so I'm good.
Okay, great. Excellent.
And Marcus?
Okay, so we got hold on, wait. I just need to be hyper specific because I'm just rereading my notes and I feel like I've gotten something wrong. Which is hilarious because I invent this world and all of the checks involved.
It's actually 15 guards per group.
Yeah, actually, fuck, I forgot. There's actually 87 guards. So we got an 18 and we got a
21.
21. Okay, fuck. Okay, excellent. Marcus, what check are you making and why?
I am making an athletics check because you made me do that, and survival didn't work last time. And because the gods literally hate you, I got an 18 in athletics, given I got +0. So
I made the DCs too easy. And as you like run into the distance with no guards currently in tow, we will go back to the room that give me one moment while I scorn someone in the background. Could you?
Yikes.
That's very lovely. Thank you. Good night. Goodbye. Yep, I love you too. Goodbye. As fuck, that really threw me. Hey, as we go back to the room, Verlender, Tybella, and Jonan on watch. What are you doing? You've gotten a majority, I feel like, of the equipment at this point because you've taken the time to do so.
Yeah.
And I'm going to penalize you truly so much for doing so that I don't need you to make a check for it.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, look, I think the gear will be evenly distributed between the three of us.
Yeah.
How many floors up are we?
You are.
Who's got honey?
You are from the top. Okay, you're 4 floors from the exit.
Okay, great. So, last
Yep.
time we came to this place and then left, we were taken to the stables.
Correct.
Um,
Which is where you acquired the cart and
Cor-
the horses.
Horse, correct, which Marcus then painted truly so well. On this floor, Verlender would like to make his way to the side of the building on which the stables
Okay.
are.
Great.
And he's gonna have like a bunch of bed sheets, I guess, with him.
Oh, you're gonna scale the building?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent.
God, we might never see Verlender again.
The first thing I'm gonna get you to do, because it's the same as ropes, is make an intelligence check for me. As you begin to, there is a single window in the room. It is towards the side of the stables, so you have that benefit.
Fuck.
It is not completely, but it is front facing towards the side of the stable, so you'd still have to go around like a corner, but
Yep,
you
that's
feel
fine.
like it's just a duck around a corner scenario.
Yeah, it's literally just trying to get
Yeah.
the shortest amount of space between
Which works.
a perfectly successful exit from this building and the stables, I guess, is what we're aiming for. And I
Which
still got to
you can
have
do so.
advantage on that intelligence check with the
Because
help
Tybella
of
is gonna help
Tybella
you.
and Jonan, right? Surely.
Jonan is going to continue watching, so he's not going to help you. But
Fucking Jonan. He literally is just
he's
there.
on watch, so it's fine.
It's an
in fact.
18 all up for an intelligence check.
He doesn't help you. He helps Scarlet.
Which you absolutely, you string a bunch of these bed sheets together, and you find you start to look for a counterweight, right? Because like it's one thing to string some bed sheets together, it's another thing to find a counterweight for them. You can't find one. There is nothing that you currently see that you could tie it to. You could tie it to a bed frame, but you're not convinced, even in the castle and the room that you've been placed in. It feels like you've been placed in like the shittiest quarters you could have been placed in as a party. It feels like if you tied this to the bed frame's getting dragged towards and almost out of the window.
Not a problem. Is there a chair in the room?
No. So what? Well, yes. But so what happens is Jonan will offer to be the counterweight. And he will stop it, Tammy. And he will grab the other end. He will loop it around a bed frame so that he's not the sole weight. But he will loop it and then he will throw his entire body weight against.
Cool. Verlender's just gonna lean in. Jonan, don't be a fucking idiot. And he's gonna kick like a part of what I assume is like a wooden part of the bed at some point, and break a piece of wood just a little bit longer than the window frame that they're in, and tie it around the center of that instead, and use that as the anchor to the window, so that all three of them can exit the building.
Okay. He is going to look at you with disdain as you do this.
Do you want to be caught and framed for the Queen's murder?
He goes, no.
Then get down the fucking rope.
Well, I also don't want to die falling to my death, is what he says. But he will wait until last.
Yeah.
And as you begin climbing down the rope, I will get you to make either an acrobatics or an athletics. Athletics if you're moving with speed. Acrobatics if you are relying on moving slower but more dexterous.
Verlender is always relying on dexterosity. So
I thought that might be the case.
I think it'll be acrobatics. That's 19! Yes! Fucking hell.
Okay,
Oh,
excellent.
23.
23? Yeah, cool. It takes some time because you are 4 floors up.
Yep.
You get about halfway. But you feel good about where you are currently. Tybella comes after you. We'll see how she does. Okay. She starts to climb as you... There is a decent amount of distance between the two of you because you're both not stupid enough to just start climbing at the exact same time. There is a moment that you see where she like loses her grip and she slides for a certain amount of time, literally stopping like a couple of feet above you, and then she catches herself. And she looks down at you and she goes, "Well, that was fucking close." And then she holds on really fucking tight. Jonan comes out of the window third. And I will roll for him. And he also momentarily loses his grip. He actually ends up, based on the fact that the three of you are so close together, you see like his leg almost smack Tybella in the side of the head. But she manages to just like head out of the way, dodge. And she looks up at Jonan and she's like, "Will you fucking watch it?" And he...
Wasn't he a trapeze artist? Shouldn't he be better at this?
He should be, but I'm using a new dice.
No,
because
he
I
was
have...
not. No, he was not the trapeze artist.
No, but he was part of a fucking duo that
He was
should
part
be
of the
better
trip,
at
but he didn't
this.
do trapeze.
He should be better at it, though.
Listen,
he
he's
should
had
be
a
more
rough-
dexterous.
He's had a rough couple of days. Give him
Yeah.
a break.
He... Hold on, I need to triple confirm that I've got the character sheet correct. Talk amongst yourselves, please. For the love of God.
Excellent.
Hey, we should probably remember to go get Astron's body at some point.
Yep. Scarlet, just as a gentle reminder, the ghostly image I generated, the Queen, is going to, basically suggest that you're actually the trusted savior in this one, and people should trust you for the next few minutes until we get out of here. We get caught, because I had to kind of leave it there. That's where we're running. And Marcus then vomits because he's not. Athletics isn't his thing. Fear, athletics, vom.
Jonan loses his grip.
No. He's not my Wesley after all.
He falls 2 feet, like 2 floors.
Being at the bottom of this rope.
You're not at the bottom. You're halfway, baby girl.
No, yeah.
Well, no. Like bottom of the 3 people crawling down this rope.
Yeah.
And watching the descent of these two because it's important to his
Well,
own safety.
Yeah, it's just him, but yes.
As he falls, Verlender will wrap his legs around the rope, hook himself, and attempt to fucking catch Jonan.
Make a dexterity check for me, please.
Sure. And it's like it'll be a real messy catch, literally just enough to try and
Just like
stop
an
him
arm
from
out?
falling to his both. So he's hooked his ankles and feet around the rope.
Yeah.
And so he's got some kind of momentum on the first grab to
Sorry,
work
I need
with.
to top up my glass for this one.
Yeah, sure.
Continue.
Some momentum to work with to try and kind of with both hands kind of grab him while
Yeah.
hooked on this rope and just give him a chance to
Yeah.
fucking save himself.
Yeah.
That was a 4. And what check was it?
Oh, dexterity.
Oh no.
So it's gonna be an 8.
You reach out to catch him, and you just don't.
What side of the building do we exit from?
You haven't yet.
No.
Jonan should have fucking stayed behind
Wow, Buggy.
in the
chill
anchor.
chill the fuck out, girl. Hold on.
He'll live. It's only 2 floors. He'll be fine.
And he hits the pavement. He has
And
fallen about 15 feet, like decent amount.
It's not that far.
Yeah,
my
okay.
God.
Surely.
Yeah, okay. Have you done falling damage before?
I've jumped off the roofs of truly so many
No,
things.
in D&D it's actually very painful.
I'm aware.
Yeah, great. I'm gonna use digital dice for this. 'Cause
But
I don't
Jonan
know.
also very nearly completely fucked us all up when we first met him. So I have faith in Jonan's ability to continue to be there.
Well, I would hope, given he helped teach Scarlet some of her fighting, that he is of a high
Oh
level.
no. Listen, you've got merch, right? With Jordan's name on it.
You can't. He's got plot
He's
armor.
got merch armor at this point.
He hits the pavement, and he goes unconscious. He's not dead, but you hear a fucking deathly thud when you specifically, Verlender, and you Tybella, I'm Tybella, and Tybella, hear this thud.
Does
he
Tybella
hits-
have healing word? Please have healing word.
No one knows what class she is, so no. And you hear this thud, and he is unresponsive currently.
Okay.
Hey, back to group running through the hallways. That's made it down 2 flights of stairs at this point. Your third and final flight of stairs, Marcus having just thrown up his entire guts. Please make another athletics or subsequent different check for me. And if it's a different check,
Question.
tell me why. Yes.
Could I pick Marcus up and just like baby carry him out of the building? At
Sling
this
him over
point?
the shoulder.
If he allows, yes, it will be a strength check, but if he is complicit, it will be at advantage.
I'm pretty strong.
Absolutely. Yep, no problem at all.
I'm pretty strong. I reckon let's do this. Let's do it.
Okay,
And
great.
Gaiden!
He allows you to pick him up. Are you baby carrying, or are you throwing him over your shoulder? Like, what's the vibe?
I've got a sword and a shield and some javelins over my shoulders. I don't think that he should be going over there. I
Okay,
think
great.
he should be bridal carrying.
Okay, you
kind
are
of
baby
shit.
carrying Marcus, who allows you to do so, by the way.
Yeah.
So make a strength check at advantage for me.
Okay. I don't know why I keep using that dice. I got a 20.
Like a dirty 20, or is that the total?
No, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, fuck! Okay, great. You
Yeah.
do so easily. You pick him up.
So
carry-
easily.
He's like, just your little baby.
You're my
as
little
you-
baby.
As you're running down the stairs. Hey, Scarlet, Delphine, make athletics checks for me.
26.
Holy shit. Okay, great. Excellent. Note to self, make DC checks higher.
Oh, it's only because I rolled a 19.
Okay,
Like-
great. Excellent. I grossly underestimated all of you.
19.
Yeah, okay, you fail. Scarlet runs ahead. You are now carrying Marcus, and you're doing so with ease, but it does mean that your speed slows down. You will need to roll initiative for me as 2 other guards now begin to run up on you, if that's okay.
Do we still have the queen with us, or did
Yeah,
she?
she's still...
She's up there. All right.
She's gone.
No, she's still present, but she's not mobile. So they still would have been told that we're the good guys.
Yeah. But these are 2 different guards, just to clarify.
Can Delphine put Marcus down before this happens, or am I going to be fighting holding Marcus?
You are going to be holding Marcus at this point.
Use him as a weapon!
Marcus.
I
who
mean, I
rolls-
still have more face step.
Marcus, who rolls an
Let's get
11.
ready to get yeeted.
Delphine, what are you rolling?
17.
17. You will be up first.
Yep.
As
Do you want-
these 2 guards approaching, Scarlet, you don't notice them because you have now exited
Yep.
the building, and the first thing you see to your right is Jonah on the pavement, and there is blood surrounding him.
And she's used her healing. Fucking damn it.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the first thing you see as Delphine. You watch these 2 guards make their way down the stairs, and they say, "Hey, wait!" And one of them draws their spear and looks like they're about to throw it at you. What are you doing?
So I can use face step as a bonus action. So I'm gonna yeet old mate Marcus 30 feet. Off you go.
Into
Get out there.
oblivion.
Go to Scarlet.
Great.
Get yourself
Marcus,
safe.
you are out of initiative. You immediately are yeeted into the outside universe where you are standing alongside Scarlet and you see Jonan's form, which is crumpled on the pavement.
Healing word. If that's my piece, as soon as I like uncrumple myself, healing word, dust myself off.
You could, but it's not your turn.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. No, all good.
No, you're fine. Delphine, do you have any bonus actions that you could do?
Sorry, face step is a bonus action.
Oh, right. So your action.
Yeah.
Go.
So I have a full action to go. And
that sounds like a threat.
we've got 2 guards, is that correct?
Yeah.
And how close are they to me?
Like 10 feet.
Okay.
Promethean looks so upset by this information.
We've done so good at like getting out of here with an actual decent set of excuses and alibis, and now I'm just waiting for the murder to begin. I can't wait.
I told you I would protect them with my life. I'm all by myself. I'm holding up to what I said.
Oh yeah.
So, question.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
No, I just don't. This is just me. I don't understand
No, I'm
D&D
just like,
mechanics.
no, it's fine. I'm just like watching all my beautiful combat just disappear down the sink.
So all my smites.
I love it,
Say
by the way.
1 BA, but they should be an action, right?
Did you say 1 BA?
Yeah, they all say 1 BA instead of 1
Thank you for the
A.
alert, Kate. That feels like it says bonus action.
You
But I
spend
feel
your
like a smite shouldn't be a bonus
to
action.
apply it.
Do you know what?
Should it?
Usually I would be fucking kind and just let you use it as an action instead, but absolutely fuck
No,
you.
it's okay.
You
Don't
can't-
you
I didn't
spend your
know that
bonus
you
action to
couldn't.
use
That
it?
smites were a bonus action. That's odd to me.
I thought you expended your bonus action to apply smite in the same way that when you hold your action, you expend.
That might be
so
the
it
way.
would-
I've never done
Yeah,
that.
okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
pretty
Yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah.
like,
So I've
also,
used my bonus action, so I can't smite anyone. That makes
everything's
sense. Gotcha.
coming up, Emily.
So
In that case,
just to
Sorry,
upset
I'm just
you,
looking
because I
at
played a
my
couple of paladins.
No.
So that basically the bonus action you're looking for, that's additional smite. So that's the like searing smite. That's additional ones you can add on top of it. You can smite. Any hit you make, you just add smite in. You just blow spell slots. The bit that you're looking at, the bonus actions are to add searing smite or blinding smite or other smites, which will upset the DM. So anytime you hit, you just say I smite and you burn a spell slot off. The bonus action is to add additional types of smites.
it's okay. I've already used my bonus action, so I can't do anything like that. So
Oh no,
I was.
you just smite.
You can
So when you
still
hit,
smite it up.
you burn. You just smite stuff if you want to.
Oh, Ricky,
Oh.
that's
You can
really
smite if you want to.
Yeah, and if you don't smite, then you won't cause as much
Wait,
damage
how
as
does that
Verlender.
work?
Fine.
I don't understand.
So when you roll to hit in the first place.
Yeah.
So and if you hit, you say
Oh,
I
yeah,
smite,
'cause-
and you burn a spell slot. If it's a first level spell slot, it's 2d8. If it's a second level spell slot, it's 3d8.
Yeah, I found I have Divine Smite, which is a special. So
Yep,
if I
that's
hit with a melee attack weapon, I use 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra
Right.
radiant damage,
Nice.
plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first.
Correct. That's it. So roll away and accidentally murder a whole bunch of
Yeah, do
guards.
it. It'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Cool. So I am going to attack the guard closest to me with my longsword.
Great.
Which
Excellent. I'm super glad that you're doing that.
yeah, I'm super glad that I'm doing that too.
Genuinely, though, it's cool to be attacked by anything in this game.
I'm really hoping that these guys that I've sent out will like come back and get me at some point.
Okay, great.
I've just been left
Wow.
behind. Anyway, so what was I doing? I'm doing roll to hit.
Yep.
You might be all right. You might be all right.
Are you? Is there a particular guard, or do you just not give a shit?
Just the one closest to me.
Yeah, great, excellent.
So 14 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, thought it might. Was not a good roll.
He lives another day. Excellent. Is there
That's all
anything
right.
else you're doing?
Nah, that's all I can do. I've
Great.
got my shield up, ready to go.
Finally, the DM gets to attack someone. Hey, this guard that is closest to you is going to swing out with their spear, and is going to do so with a dirty 20 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, great. As this spear is thrust towards your chest, and it just like it pierces your shoulder, you will take 7 points of slashing damage. And they look super stoked with themselves, just like I feel right now. And they do nothing else, because now it's Marcus's turn, who is still in initiative but has made their way out to Scarlet.
Marcus lands in a crumpled heap, looks up at Scarlet. I'll look after Bleeding Boy. Delphine needs your help. Now, please. And as my bonus action, healing word on healing word to that.
On the guy that's there, yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
So on the hopefully semi-unconscious, that one, and then half my action to get off my ass or whatever fetal position I was in beforehand.
You don't even need to. That's fine.
Okay.
But like you cast healing word, Joan, and you just hear this of like back to consciousness, as he looks up at Verlender, and you follow
Looking down.
his eyesight, and you see Verlender and Tybella are scaling this building.
Verlender's currently upside down, hanging from the rope by his wrapped ankles, I guess.
Spider-like.
Seeing, so told Scarlet that that's in there. A bonus action. How high is Verlender up?
Fuck. Okay, hi.
Two people lower than the 15
Yeah.
feet Jonan fell.
Yeah, correct. That.
Is he in whispering distance or not? DM is what I'm trying to get to.
Whispering, like no spells. You're just going. Shh.
No. I'm just trying to work out. I can cast a message spell, but I'm just do I need to spend my action to cast a cantrip to do this in the first place?
Yes.
Okay. There.
911. What's your emergency? Yeah.
The two straight into Verlender's ear. Verlender. Delphine is fighting two of the guards, trying to send Scarlet in. Joan's now breathing. I'm making my way to the stables.
Yeah. Cool.
Because that seems to be the obvious path DM, unless there's an open gateway for us.
No, that's
Okay.
fine. You see that the cart that it doesn't take you long to get there. What's your movement speed, actually?
Well, I don't want to impress the rest of the party with my massive 30-foot movement.
That's fine.
Massive. You may want to sit down again.
You can-
30 foot of movement.
You don't
30.
get there, but you get it within sight, and you can see that the cart that you had left is it's not being put away. It's still kind of parked out the front of the stables. So it's there. You can't see the horses specifically.
Okay.
But you can see the cart, which is nice.
Scarlet will run back in. Did you want me to roll initiative?
I would
to
love
see
for
at
you to
that
roll
point?
initiative if that's okay.
15.
Yeah, great. Okay, excellent.
So
Cool.
let me know when I enter the action.
You will do so in Marcus's place, which has already happened. guard number 2 is now going to make their way up to you, Delphine, and is going to attempt to strike at you with a short sword. And they are going to roll a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, cool. That's the wrong dice. Truly so many dice. That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage at you. And they are going to say, "In the name of the Queen," as they slash out at you. And we are back to the top of initiative. Delphine, what are you doing? NPCDM, what the absolute fuck? You fuck. You absolute fuck. Hey, thanks for the 10 subs. Love you. Appreciate you. I don't know what else to say because I might inflate his ego too much. But hey, cuck chair. Anyway, Delphine, what are you doing?
Cool. So I am going to use a. Sorry. Using this on my tablet is very difficult because I'm like swiping across.
Yeah. Mood.
So I'm going to cast Searing Smite on the one closest to me.
Yeah.
You get to do that after you roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way you make sure you hit first.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Nat 20.
Excellent. Welcome in.
So
nerds,
yeah,
D&D.
I definitely hit.
Voices.
Excellent. Slay.
So that
Great.
doubles all the damage.
Tell
So
me your damage because double M dice, baby girl.
double everything.
I get to double them.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the dice you roll. So
Every
the
dice
4d8
you roll,
you're
including the
rolling.
Searing Smite.
Yeah. 4d8 for your
Yikes.
normal attack. Double that.
Jesus.
Yeah, look at her base. Yeah.
And then Searing Smite's
Yeah.
2d6, I
Double
think,
that
off the top of my head,
also.
so that's 4d6 if
Eight.
it's 2d6.
I didn't realize how good this attack was
Yeah.
going to be.
88,
Okay, I like being
46, holy
a paladin.
shit.
Yeah. And then you add whatever damage bonuses you've got on top of that.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah,
So-
you do.
So
Yeah,
8d6.
you do.
8d8 is
Yeah.
there because you're
And
you're currently-
46.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
Okay, guys, I'm not
42
that good at math.
That's okay.
That's
So
okay.
we've got an 8, a 6, so that's
14.
14, 16, 22.
44
No, no,
points of
roll.
damage on the first one.
Yeah, that's my 4.
Yeah, you're
that's my
good. No, you're good.
48.
Yep,
Yep,
44 so far.
now another 4.
Yep, 46.
Wait, another 48.
Yeah,
4d6.
No, 4d6.
46. Oh god, I was like, okay.
My
2,
mistake.
3, 6, 4. So that's 10, 15.
Yeah.
That's
On
30
top
points of
of
damage.
your other stuff.
So that's currently 74 points of damage so far,
Mm-hmm.
plus whatever weapon damage you do normally. So what's your plus weapon damage? So go to your longsword.
My
So when you roll your
Jesus.
dice, it's a plus what?
it's so I have a +4 modifier.
Okay. So that's 78 points of damage DM that Delphine's just unloaded on the dude.
Delphine.
Oh, and it's a Searing Smite as well, so he's on fire.
Yeah.
Delphine.
Yeah.
I would like to know, first of all, how you absolutely eviscerate this first guard. But also how somehow, whatever you do, catches the other guard and absolutely fucking murders that guy too.
What?
Just
What?
because that is way too much damage to not reward.
Nice.
And for that reason, like, tell me what this... Like, so Scarlet runs in. Scarlet's running in as this happens. And you are just, like, absolutely fucking slaying everything. I want to know what that looks like to Delphine.
So Dolphin's whole thing is nature.
Yeah.
And yes, fire is technically part of nature because fire is renewal.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, thanks for the
So-
bits, Promethean. Appreciate that.
Hey, you're welcome.
she's going to she's going in like legs like spread. Like she's got a wide stance, my guy.
I'm
You can't
sorry?
push-
What? There's so much going on at once. There's 3 minutes in the chat. There's legs spreading. There's 78 bits. What's happening? Okay, everyone, just respect
and,
Delphine. Tell me your leg spread story.
she's gonna basically because like this attack is very much connected to nature and the spirits.
Yeah.
So she's gonna like have in druidic, she's gonna have like ask for a blessing from Thalassa.
Salsa, yeah.
Thalassa, that's how
Yeah.
I say it. And as she just absolutely slams down on this guy, like it just bursts into flames, like, and catches the other dude as
Yeah.
well in the.
What color
in the-
flames?
They're actually gonna be green. Yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
She
As
really
these-
leans into the green.
As these beautiful deep green flames just encompass these guards and absolutely fucking demolish them, there is silence within the castle as you and Scarlet are able to exit. No issues. Simultaneously, Promethean, can I get you to make a dexterity check for me, please, as you attempt to scale the last bit of this building?
How dare you?
What?
Sure. No, dirty
You
20.
climbed out a window. What do you expect?
Dirty 20.
Okay, great. You scaled to the bottom of this window. No issue. Just in time to see these green flames like finish kind of licking the guards. Who are now absolutely ash.
Gone.
Tybella, with her natural 20, doesn't wait for you to finish climbing the rope. She does some sort of cool little flip and just lands in a power stance and then stands up. And we
are the wide stance, my guys.
and then she readorns immediately, like following. She just readorns her armor, daggers holstered, and then looks at you all and goes, now that you're all together, Jonah now standing from being unconscious, she says, we should probably continue running.
Excellent idea. Verlender's
Good
just going to
plan.
start dishing out everyone's
Yep.
gear to them as well, so that he's offloaded that.
You all
The-
readorn your gear with no issue. You have enough time based on Delphine absolutely fucking incinerating everyone.
Yeah. The rope, the sheet rope, because it's anchored via just a little piece of wood, he's actually kind of going to give it a flick to loosen it a bit and then pull it out with him and take
Okay.
it with them
Make
and leave it behind.
make another dexterity check for me, please.
I will.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, well, absolutely, I'll go fuck myself as that exactly thing happens. You flick. It's so effortless. Like, you literally, it barely looks like you just go, and like, it flicks out. It's
Again,
done.
not my first escape from the scene of a crime. You
Yeah,
know?
great. And you do so effortlessly. You all adorn your equipment, and are you all beginning to run from this castle?
To the
Yeah.
stables.
To the stables.
Yeah.
Great. You make your way towards the stables. As you do so, may I get a marching order?
Yes.
Well,
Verlender.
I feel like Marcus was closest, and I feel really bad about that.
Who is going? You're all actually like. By the time this all happens, you're all basically standing within a group. So who do we think would take the lead in this scenario? It's not going to be Tybella or Jonan, so it's going to be one
No.
of you guys.
No, so Scarlet would not be taking the lead because she would be helping Jonan.
Mm-hmm. Great. Who will happily accept the help?
I
Yeah.
think because they both have the same idea, I think Verlender and Marcus will probably then lead the stable run.
Specifically, who of the two of you is leading?
Marcus is happy to go forward. He just
No,
needed 3 minutes DM in the first place just to get himself sorted, and it was fine.
yeah, excellent. You're also bleeding though, so I think Verlender is probably going to place himself in front of you to tackle
Marcus, would you
anything
resist?
ahead of them.
Um, what is a screaming coward of the group? Absolutely not.
Okay,
At
great.
any point in time.
You all begin to make your way towards the stables. As you do so, Verlender, you feel someone literally grab you by the shirt and pull you. And it's not aggressive. It feels more defensive almost. And as you look at them, you see this braided feminine figure who looks at you, and you recognize her immediately as Miller from The Stormy Night. And she says,